How you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy to have food and just be a human being for a bit.
Yeah,
And yourself?
I won't lie. I honestly thought you were going to ghost me because I hadn't heard from you in a long time. Because
Oh,
I've had a
no,
couple of
no, no,
athletes
no.
ghost me already.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm actually glad you should come through.
No, no, no. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me as well. I know it's been a long time coming.
No, it's only a pleasure. So, what's been going on? What have you been up to since the show? What have you been doing for
Oh,
Christmas, New Year's?
relaxing with family, switching off. Obviously it
Yeah.
was quite a, very disciplined, very hectic time going into the show and coming off of it. I just needed to give my brain time to relax and just, take in what happened. But I was spending time with family, didn't train, relax, spend time with the hubby and just, yeah, I had fun on the holiday. Yeah. And
Okay.
yourself?
Awesome. Oh, it's been a quiet one, eh? Didn't do much. Actually, I didn't work or anything as well, so it was a nice quiet one.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Actually, no,
then,
I feel like there's evil questions coming in, but I shouldn't expect that.
do you want to talk about where did Ashley grow up? What do you want to get out of the way first?
Oof. Anything, hit me with your best shot. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready.
Okay, let's talk about the prep first, like going into the show. So you're working with Stefan, eh?
Yeah, Stefan. He's been my coach
Okay,
from the start.
so okay, awesome. So when you guys decided, okay, we're gonna do this show, what was like the game plan going into it? Like, was there like anything? Did anything change from the year before, or did you guys stick to
And
the same
yeah,
protocol?
nothing really changed before. It was just I think the previous year when I was really going back to back, there was a lot of pressure. And I think
Yeah,
this time around we wanted less pressure. So hence why I did like
sure.
only two shows, and
Yeah,
not hammer myself because we realized, okay, I panic. Not that I panic a lot. It's like really stressful because there's a certain criteria that I want to meet. So it was less pressure, and the game plan was obviously to win one's pro card.
yeah,
But it was also to not focus too much on the pro card. It was to also focus on becoming a pro and what does a pro do. So that was the
sure.
game change for me. It was a very different ball game from the previous year to 2024. Sure, I need to be careful with 2025 and saying this year and that year.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, last year's still 2023 to be. I need to also adjust to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right. And did anything change food wise, training wise, or did you guys just kind of stick to it and just make minor changes here and there?
Believe it or not, I just stuck to whatever he gave me. I didn't question him. The only thing I questioned him about was like probably black breakfast, but it's like just obviously
Yeah,
each to their own what they prefer.
sure.
um,
Yeah.
but I literally just stuck to the plan. I just whatever he told me to do, I did it. I didn't give him nonsense. There wasn't actually much minor changes because I started my prep very early compared to everyone. Because like,
I
it's not
remember.
that
Yeah.
we wanted to have a fail safe, if there was anything that had happened or any, life throws you lemons or whatever. Life didn't. So I prepped from May right up until the goal was for December more than anything else. October was to just get the feet wet, get the nerves
Yeah.
over. But nothing was really changed. I just really stuck to the plan. And I think a lot of people
Okay.
do struggle with that. My mindset was how badly do I want it, and I'm gonna start off the day by ticking a box, and I did that every single day up until show day. And it was rough. You become a different person. It was a different mindset to be in, but it was a
Yeah.
lovely one because like wow, I didn't expect myself to be there. I think he also didn't expect because we were expecting something bad was gonna happen, but it didn't. It was like okay, shit, okay, this is she's doing it. Okay. And then afterwards, the nice thing about it when obviously I was sticking to the plan and everything, Steph was like, I think you got this in the bag. And when he said that, I was like, I'm gonna push harder now. Because now if my coach is saying, cool, we are where I need you to be, yeah, it's quite cool.
Yeah. I'll be honest. From my side, I actually started telling people very early. I think you're the one that's going to win the pro card this year. I'm talking about like last year now. I don't know what it was, but it's just you really brought it. And I think you just indicated from very early in the year that this is mine and nobody's fucking taking this
Yeah,
from me. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. It was, yeah, when prep started, like May, I think when August hit, I don't know, something. I also had like a conversation with my teammate. When August hit, something just happened, and like you said, that mind shift changed as well. And I was like, "Well,
Yeah.
it's mine for the taking," and I had to believe it. Although I'm sometimes in denial about it, I had to be a bit delusional and be like, "This is mine. I'm bagging it."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was quite interesting.
All right. And now on show day, were you nervous about anything, or were you just like, it's just another show to me and I'm going to enjoy this?
Yes, I was focusing on enjoyment and I was very calm. That's something that I think I was more surprised in myself. I was super
Yeah.
calm. Like that is dangerous. And you know, when someone's very calm at a show, you're like, "Whew, okay, that person you need to watch out for because they know
Yeah.
what they have." But like to be that person, it was nice. I didn't have it's not that I didn't have anything to stress about. I think I was so happy with the package that I brought that it didn't give me anxiety. I was nervous. I was posing like a freaking beast. And because I posed like literally a couple of hours before that with Sid, and she gave me the confidence I needed. And I think that's
Yeah.
also what just helped me just ease into the show, and I didn't have anything to worry about, which was really nice. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So now what's the plans going forward now? What have you guys got planned for 2025
So
or
it's
2026?
definitely yeah for definitely to build for 2025 because obviously the women in figure overseas are they are wow shoo they are next level. So I want to be next level as well. So I want to focus on building and then definitely competing probably very early May, like when it's summer over in the European countries, that side. I'd love to
Okay.
compete in
Yeah.
2026 around that time. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So how did you get into bodybuilding? Like, what made you decide this is what you want to do?
So it's actually quite funny. When I became a personal trainer, there was always like that lingering because I saw a bunch of colleagues do bodybuilding. And I was like, cool, went to go watch a couple of shows. They came like second, and it was nice to just see. But I got to see the whole process from a colleague's perspective, and I'm like, okay, cool. This is what it takes to be a bodybuilder. But I tried it for a bit and it was like, "Ooh, okay, I'm not in the mindset to do this. This is a lot of things. There's a lot
Mm.
of components. There's a lot of things that need to be done here. This is a lot." And then, yeah, got married, moved to the UK. I was there for a bit. And
Okay.
because I moved to the UK, I picked up a lot of weight because I was stress eating. I was working ungodly hours. Like I was working a lot. I was also a personal trainer there. And yeah, it was that catalyst moment. And I was like, cool, I don't want to be like this. I hated how I looked. Let's give bodybuilding a try because, you know, why not do the hard stuff and throw yourself in the deep end? And that's what made me become a bodybuilder. I just wasn't happy with how I looked. I wanted to be in the best, you know, physique of my life. And that's what caused it to
Yeah.
happen. It was always there, but that was like the moment of cool, I'm taking charge to be a bodybuilder. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Where in the UK did you stay?
I stayed in central London. I was very blessed to stay in central
Ah.
London.
Okay.
It was very nice. Crazy. Like, if you're in the UK, and I'm sorry to people that are in the UK, you need drugs to survive there. You need some sort of thing to keep you going because it's next level. Like, literally came down for holiday and I just wanted to be back home. Yeah, not for me. The grass is not greener that
Wh-
side. Not that I was looking for a better opportunity. It was just, yeah, UK is not it. It's cold.
Why did? Oh, was that the reason why that was like a no go for you?
No, not necessarily. It was just, yeah, we had visa issues, which was quite interesting because we had immigrated. Myself and Grant had immigrated to the UK, had visa issues, and, you know, everything was just, yeah, it was just a lot. And we were like, no, let's just come back home. And yeah, that was it. And yeah, back home. I love
Okay.
South Africa. So you like really, as much as people say it, you do not know what you have until it's gone. South Africa is beautiful. The food, everything, views. We have everything here. The UK does not have that. The people are, yeah, people are that side. It's bad.
I don't know. I don't know. I actually enjoy that side because my whole dad's side of the family is from there. So when I
Yeah,
go and
yeah. Oh,
visit
sorry,
them,
I'm busy out here gluten in the UK.
no, it's cool. I mean, everybody has their own preference and whatnot, but I really enjoy it that
Yeah,
side. Okay, weather's shit, so I will agree with you on that.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Sorry.
like, so my whole dad's side of the family is from Ireland, actually.
Oh, lovely.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, but I do prefer it that side. I just like the way everything like works and it's like smooth, and you don't have to stress about
Yeah,
much.
okay, that I must admit, like the trains, everything, that is
Yeah,
amazing. The way everything is operating, but it's also just something that also stuck out for me was the standard of living. Like the
yeah,
income I get at the UK is a bit hectic. I get a small apartment for where I stay, but in Cape
yeah,
Town, I get a whole house, bro. Like that's nice.
yeah,
So it was that
yeah,
as well.
yeah. Although you did choose London, which is like one of the most expensive cities in the world.
Yeah, so that was also my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it
Okay.
was a
Awesome.
lovely experience. I won't take it away, but it was a lovely experience. But yeah, I'd rather go there for a holiday because I do have family there as well. But I'd rather go there for a holiday, not long term
Yeah.
stay.
All right. So, are you from Cape Town or from Joburg?
I'm from Cape Town.
Are you staying there now? Or oh,
Yes,
okay.
no, no, I stay in Cape Town. I live in Cape Town, born and bred here.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right. And how does the family feel about you doing the whole bodybuilding thing?
Who first, at first it was really difficult for them to understand. Because,
Yeah.
like, they're like, you're starving yourself, but, are you okay? Are you sure this is very hectic? Let me slip some food in for you. Are you sure you're
Yeah.
okay? And I think, um, the penny really dropped for them when my dad is a sea captain and he travels a lot. Like, sometimes I don't see him for like months on end. And he got to see
Wait,
me
which company
compete
does he work for?
for I&J.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so he's been a captain for all these years since I was a baby, basically, and he got to see me compete for the first time last year. And I think when he was
Mhm.
there and he got to see me compete, the penny dropped for everyone, and they're like, "Okay, this is serious. She's actually good." Like my
Yeah.
dad's like, "You a professional. Look at you." He was even like, it was the first time he saw me compete in something, and he could see that I was happy. And he actually got to see the work that I put into it because they obviously didn't see me as much. But they are like they're fully behind it now. They're like, cool, we're gonna be like you're doing this. This is your sport.
Yeah.
You found something that you can really grow in and it's for you. So yeah, they love it. It excites them. It's amazing. So I'm very happy to have supportive family. I mean they give me video calls when I'm training or doing cardio. So it's very, very nice. I'm very thankful.
Okay. That's cool. And growing up, were you a sporty person in school?
Yes, I was. I actually was. I was dabbling quite a bit. I played a bit of hockey. That was the very first sport I played, and it's quite weird how my sporting background went. I got awarded for that for playing hockey, and I played really well. I just didn't know, oh, I was good at physical sports. I might as well. And then I started dancing. I did dancing, and then went to high school. And my high school didn't have much sports until I met gymnastics, and that was my newfound love. And then I became one of the top athletes in the country for that in high school. So that was freaking dope, and I enjoyed that. And then, yeah, I would say I was a very sporty person, but I tried many sports, which is quite cool. So I didn't want to try and fit
Okay.
myself into a box, which is quite cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. And was like in high school and whatnot, was academics your big thing? Or were you more like, I prefer sports?
It was a bit of both. I was balanced. I was balanced. I
Were
balanced
you?
my workload.
Okay.
I was quite balanced, which is quite interesting. My mom said I didn't have to stand behind you. You just did your work because I wanted to be like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. There's a time for work and there's time for play, and that's what I did. Yeah.
And now, was personal training something you always wanted to do? Or did you have other aspirations?
Yes. Yes,
Really?
it was
Okay.
something I always wanted to do. It's actually quite funny. So, when I got into university, I actually applied for sports science, and my heart was basically so broken. I was in class already. Not in class, we were doing the open day and whatever. And my on my application it said BA, sports science, and I was like, yes, whatever, this is life. And they told me that my student code didn't work and I had to go do something else. So I did a BA in environmental sciences. So
Okay.
I was so heartbroken. I finished my studies and then I literally was gifted to go and study personal training via Trifocus, and I finished it in 7.5 weeks, and I became a personal trainer immediately after that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only
Okay.
thing is I
Awesome.
just finished my studies, which was so shit. I just did it so I could make my parents happy because they didn't believe in personal training. They didn't think it would. Sorry, parents. They didn't believe it would make money until I showed them like I can live with this. I can make money.
Okay. That was going to be my next question: is how did your parents feel about you doing it? But okay, you answered that. Um,
Yeah.
all all right. And now, with regards to like the personal training thing, how do you manage to? This is for the audience now. Um,
Yeah.
like balance prep and still try and be yourself around your clients, because obviously in dealing with people during prep is a little bit difficult.
Not for me.
No.
Actually,
Okay.
not. You can ask some of the athletes because they make fun of me. Obviously, because we're drinking water and stuff. I'm freaking running up and down while everyone is busy dying light here. I'm full of energy, and my clients can vouch for it. When I started prep, which is so nice, I'm very blessed for the clientele that I have. I told them, hey
Yeah.
guys, I'm going into prep. This is what it's going to be like. I'm going to be here every day. If you're not going to be there, cool. Not ever, whatever. I'm going to be sometimes very dead, but I'm going to be here. You're important. I'm important. We're going to help each other. And my clients pitched as much as I did that we were helping each other. I wasn't really that dead. I was just, my clients held my back and spine, even my colleagues as well. And I do say this, if your true colors come out and you're a shit person as a bodybuilder, that just means that's who you really are. And I was just very happy to be on
Oh,
prep. I was kind to people. It was not an excuse because this is something that I want to go through. I'm starving myself. I'm doing that. Why must it be everyone else's, problem? So I'm gonna be, this is me. If I'm hungry, it means it's working. Let's go operate. And I balanced it. I started at like 5 a.m. in the morning and I'd have like a few clients and have a bit of a break, train, relax, and then I'd go again. And that's it. My clients were my routine and they actually helped me become successful. It made me
yeah.
not think about food all the time. So that's how I balanced it out quite well. I was very
Okay.
fortunate.
I absolutely love that statement you just said now, because I always tell that to people, because you'll get certain people that just like they just walk around like, the hoodie on,
Yes,
and like,
yes,
don't talk to me,
yes.
it's prep now, it's all about me. And you're
Yeah.
just like, well, if you're not enjoying this thing, why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it?
So
Yeah, that was my
yeah.
question. And I unfortunately came across certain people like that. And I'm like, this is who you are. But don't bring that energy here. Like, we are doing this
Correct.
because we want to look amazing. But that's not the energy we should have. And people actually feel that, which is quite nice. A lot of people asked me, how are you so nice on prep? And I'm like, you must have had a bad experience with a bodybuilder to ask me this, because I was kind. I didn't have time for that. I was just happy to know that, okay, cool, I'm hungry, cool, I'm operating. Just spread the love. What the hell must I do? Like, everyone's going through something. I might as well just be kind.
No, correct. Because I also tell people that, like, I mean, I'm not perfect by no means, but like, it's not an excuse. You can feel when the mood is coming on, and you can like just step
Yeah.
back and be like, okay, Thomas, take a hold of your shit. These people didn't do this to you.
Yes.
Just remember that. You know what I mean? And then I'll just
Exactly
like maybe
that.
like walk it off or something, and then come back. Yeah,
Yeah, I did that a
yeah.
couple of times. No one saw my anger moments, so I fully
That's good.
understand.
That's in the sports. I think there's probably like 10% of us that are like that.
Very true. Very
Yeah.
true. Very true.
And then getting into the figure division itself, was that somewhere you wanted to be when you started the competing thing,
Oh,
or
this is hilarious. This is my favorite question because what happened was, so when I was in the UK, I met a couple of coaches. Before I even found Steph, this is just something a part of that story. Before I found Steph, I did my research as well to find everyone and whatever. And a few coaches told me wellness. A few coaches told me bikini. And Steph was the first person to mention Figure, and I'm like, what the hell is figure? I've never seen figure before. And then the first figure athlete I saw, and this is so crazy, was Yolandi Parsons. She was the South African figure bodybuilder. That was the first person I saw, and I'm like, okay, I like this. And then I saw vitamin
I could
C, and then
smoke
I was
her.
like, no, no, I fell in love with Yolandi. I was like, cool, I want to be like this because she looked freaking amazing. Like, holy crap,
Yeah.
chick is shredded. And then I gave it a try. But the thing is, what we had to understand was I had to diet down first and see what I actually have underneath. Because,
Yeah.
sometimes when you cut down, you might not look like wellness, you might not look like that. And then when I cut down, I was like, okay, I can build onto figure, let's go. And then yeah, figure became what I became a pro in.
All right. Was there any body parts that you were concerned about? Like when you, obviously, when you started working with Stefan,
Ooh, my legs. I hate my
really?
legs. Yeah, my legs were the most incomplete of it. My legs and my glutes were the most incomplete part of it. I'm not afraid to admit it. When I did the pro show at the end of 2023, I hated every minute of it, but it taught me something. I was like, cool, I'm gonna
Yeah.
work on my freaking legs. My legs, my back is my strongest suit, and the
Yeah.
symmetry that I have, which is amazing. I'm very blessed. Thanks, mom and dad, for genetics. But mainly my legs. Mainly my legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
the sore part.
This is also just another questions for the audience. So now let's just say, okay, you were chatting with Stefan and he says to you, okay, Ash, we need to fix your legs and your glutes. They're not that great. Or I'm not sure how he talks to you, but how did you handle it? Because now this is mainly for the audience, obviously, who are looking to take on a coach. Then all of a sudden they're told that they're
Yeah, yeah,
lagging this
yeah.
body part, and they're like, oh, how dare they offend me?
No, no, no. Steph doesn't do that even. Steph's like, okay, we need to work on a few things. But before even Steph can do that, I've already said it to him. Because
Okay.
I know it's a bit horrible. I'm my worst critic. I want to work on things. I'm aim for perfection, but not that I aim for perfection. I want to perform well. I want to
Yeah.
be, if there's a critique that needs to be given, I want that answer because I know, okay, cool, I'm going to work on this. And the next time I come back, yeah, I want to know that I've improved on this. So
Yeah.
Steph didn't even have to say anything. He's like, cool, we're going to go this direction. Not that I need to work on anything. It's just, he's like, cool, we need to work a little harder, or he says it in a very gentle way. But I'm already the one that's being a bit harsh and like, I need to get this shit done. Let's go. So
Yeah.
yeah, Steph's like, cool.
But if you're able to be that honest with yourself from, you know, before amateur level, novice level, then
Yeah.
it's just pretty much like a recipe for success. You know,
Yes, it
I think
is.
people that negate their weak points, I think just offsets their chances of success.
Yeah, and I think if they do that, they tend to spiral a lot, and then they end up blaming their coach. Because I know that. I wouldn't say it wasn't always hunky dory with myself and Seth. In my first year, I'm like, why am I doing this? What the hell is going on? I'm a victim. I hated bodybuilding for a certain part until I was like, cool, let me just give this 100% rather. Because
Yeah,
it's like the change has to begin with anger. If you want something to change, you have to be fed up to be like, cool, I need to do this. And that's what happened. So,
yeah,
so you have to go through, I think everyone that has competed goes through something like that. And that's how they end up getting better, which is amazing to see.
yeah. Now I'm smiling because you're speaking wisdom. Okay. What made you pick working with Steph specifically?
So this question I've been asked actually. Also, I did. This is actually a question I get asked a lot at shows, which is quite interesting. I didn't actually look at what Steph posted. I looked at what his athletes said about him. And that was
Yeah,
something I always held very close to my heart. All the athletes said really wonderful things about him, like assisted them to becoming a better individual, a better person. Hell yes, I want to be with a coach like that. Not a coach that's
yeah,
all about taking selfies with you and whatever, saying yes, you're gonna be a pro, and then you don't end up being a pro. Like not filling your head with freaking dreams that's not gonna happen. But
yeah,
actually being very real and raw with you. And I think just watching what the athletes were saying about him made me want him as a coach. And I got to experience that, and I'm like, phew, this joined. I don't want to change coaches. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very blessed with
Yeah.
Steph. Yeah. A rule that I hope to carry to my clients eventually is the moment you have your heels on and you pose like you're on stage. And that's been something that has helped me with my confidence on stage a lot.
Okay. And with regards to your posing, were you always confident about it, like from the first day you walked on stage, or was it just something that built up after show after show?
It was something that definitely built up show after show, but my first show was quite cute. I wasn't exactly shredded, but I had fun on stage. I had fun
Yeah.
posing because that's obviously the part that we're supposed to showcase our muscles. And that's the feeling that I carry with me with every show is like, I'm gonna have fun on stage.
Yeah.
This is my time to shine. And yeah, I just obviously kept on getting better, but that I just have fun on stage. That's my time. Yeah.
So it wasn't like a thing of like when you walked out on stage, you're like, whoa, there's a lot of heads looking at me now. You didn't have that feeling at all.
No, well, it's actually quite crazy. When I go on stage, it looks, you don't really see everyone's faces, which is quite crazy because the freaking lights are so bright. Besides the
Yeah.
point, you're busy freaking dying here from heat. But it's just dark. It's just people. It's just there for a few seconds, and I just pretend that I'm back in the studio again, and I have freaking fun. So, yeah,
Yeah.
it really never fazed me.
Okay. No, because I remember my first show, I was very confident about my posing, like nervous
Yeah,
about the show, but I was confident about my posing because I'd just been practicing it and practicing it and practicing it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But it didn't hit me until I walked out. And okay, so my novice show was in IFBB and the Elite Pro side, sorry. And it was in like a small little like school hall type thing.
Cool,
So
cool,
obviously
yes.
you could see everybody. So when I
Everyone,
walked out, I
yes.
was like, whoa, there's a lot of people here.
Oh.
And then I was out of sync with my music, but I still had fun with it, you know?
That it is about because people, and I think a lot of athletes forget, um, people see you enjoying your posing, and when they see that,
Yeah.
they're like, "Yeah, that I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes me excited to see that."
Okay. If you had to break down bodybuilding now, so into dieting, training, posing, and what should I make the last one? Okay, let's just make it those ones. If you had to, which one would you say you enjoyed the most? You can only pick one. I know you like all of it, but if you only had to pick one, which is the part you enjoy the most?
Posing.
The posing. Okay.
Posing. I enjoy posing. I get carried away sometimes. I mean, everyone can see in my videos that I just freaking
Yeah.
dance my heart out. And then I just pose because, like, that's besides learning how to activate my muscles and get a pump on, I'm actually learning how to really present and showcase my body without fail. Like, I'm not gonna, I practice so much. Like, I practice still, even now. Even back being at gym and stuff, I pose still. Like, it doesn't stop. That's something that's ingrained in me. So, posing, I'll choose all the way. That's a happy
Yeah.
choice.
Oh no, that's definitely a good thing to do. I generally do it too as well, in my even in the off seasons. However, like side triceps are very difficult in the off season because it's like a half an hour trying to get the arm
Yeah.
back there. But
Yeah.
yeah. Um. Okay, and now with regards to your preps, do you have cheat meals at all during your preps, or is it just straightforward dieting to the show?
Straightforward dieting, because
Okay.
this is something also to talk about, and I also understand it from Steph's point of view, but it becomes a lifestyle. Like even
Yeah.
now, we don't call it necessarily cheat meals, we do call it refeeds, but
Okay.
you don't really need them in a way. It's
Yeah.
just to kind of feed the body like, ugh, it's okay. You're just scratching your itch. And because of that, not having like cheat meals and stuff or refeeds, I just became accustomed to being very happy with my diet because I'm so full already. Like the food that I get,
Yeah.
I'm so full. I don't want to freaking worry about this. And not even that, when I have a cheat meal like this, holiday was very difficult for me. After like the third bite of having like a piece of cake or something, I'm like, I don't want this. Ugh, this is not nice.
Yeah.
My tummy doesn't like this. And then that feeling, I freaking hate that feeling where I feel freaking like a stuffed sausage. I don't want to feel that. So yeah, I'm very happy to like keep the diet clean throughout because then I get a better package, better mind, better body. Yeah, I enjoy that feeling.
Okay. And with the refeeds, is it generally like just higher calories of your food, your current diet, or does he
Yeah.
put like
No,
off-plan
no,
meals?
no.
Okay.
Higher, higher. If, sometimes you can persuade your coach, but it doesn't really happen. You
Yeah.
know, having something
Oh
else,
no.
but rather not.
Yeah. No, no, I'm not encouraging anything. It's just obviously
No, no, no. I'm saying
just for
like
the
some of us
audience.
would like to, some of
Yeah.
us would like to bend our coach's arm to go have some
Yeah.
sushi or a burger. It's more for the brain at the end of the day, but
Yeah.
yeah, I would rather chase the feeling because, like I said, I'm full. I'm happy with the
Yeah.
food that I have, and the food isn't actually that bad. It's not horrible. It's amazing. I
Yeah.
enjoy it. Like I can go to a braai. That's literally the food that I would have, or a salad or whatever. It's not hectic, so
Right.
it's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And what's your favorite meal in your diet?
Ooh, it's very simple. Chicken and rice. I'm a chicken and rice girl. I love
Really?
rice. Yeah. My body
Okay.
loves rice. I don't know. It's just really weird. But I'm very happy if I have chicken and rice.
Okay. All right. And do you have much red meat in your diet?
No, so red meat and I are not friends. It really, my body, it fills it out a little bit, but it struggles to break it down quite a bit. So I'm
Okay.
not really a red meat eater. Yeah, it's quite sad. I love red meat. I'll have that. It's like off season, not a problem, but it's not just my first choice. I'll stick with chicken. Fish is okay, but I'm happy with chicken all the way.
Okay. All right. Now, when you had gained all that weight, and you decided, now I'm going to get back into this, did you have any moments at that time where you thought, oh, fuck, it's going to be hard to get back now. Maybe I should just stop. Or were you just like, I'm all in and I don't care how long this takes. I'm going to get back into shape.
Mm-mm. I'm gonna swear here, but I was a cuck person to
Please,
be
Vanya.
around.
Okay.
I was an absolute cuck person to be around. So what happened, and I would love to tell you this story because it's very funny and it's so sad. Well, for me, it's sad, but it was the moment that changed everything. So myself and Grant, we went to Camden Market because I'm obviously exploring London. Grant's been here, whatever. And I'm like, my belly piercing is irritating the absolute shit out of me. Let's go get a new one. And we go into this little side thing, whatever. And the piercer's like, cool, follow me downstairs. We go to this whatever room. And she's like, cool, I'm going to go get you a belly piercing, get you a belly ring. And then I pull up my top and she just gives like one solid dead look.
I saw where
And
this
she
is
looks
going.
up at me. And she's like, it's one size fits all. You need to take that belly ring out because you're fat. Yeah. If it wasn't for, would love to go back there and give that girl a hug and a kiss because if it wasn't for that fucking moment, I wouldn't have been a bodybuilder. That moment right there changed everything. Shit, I was so embarrassed that I was like, literally that day I contacted Steph. I signed up with Steph that day. And then 8 months after that, it was an uphill battle. I was
Yeah.
struggling because in my mind, I'm like, why do I need to do this? Why am I starving myself? Why am I doing this? And I'm like, Ash, you want to be a bodybuilder. This is what a bodybuilder does. It was an uphill battle. I was losing weight, but not at the rate that I should have until it clicked for me. And like I said again, I need to be angry to make a change. And I was like, I'm not doing this the way I should. And then eventually, when I got it right, yeah, it was amazing. It takes a while. Like, I have to admit, it's not an easy battle. But once you get it, I'd rather be in that space than go back to where I was playing victim mode.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't nice. I wanted to have a freaking piece of chocolate cake and ice cream all the time, but it was for me to understand that food is fuel. It's not about tasting nice and always enjoying it. And that was what that journey was about. And once that changed, I think like everyone looks at me now and I'm very happy to not have any sweets and stuff anymore because I used to be a sweet tooth. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm very, very proud of that journey. But the belly ring thing, that will stay with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, because I know British people have got no tact, so I was
The
kind of
no
like figured
tact,
that
but
was where
that
it was gonna
look, I
go.
remember the literally the look that she had when she looked at it and she looked at me. And when she said I was fat, I know she tried to not laugh. And Grant was standing there. He was like, ooh, this girl's about to flip off. And he obviously got a different response. He was like, cool, she's going to be a bodybuilder. And I think
Yeah,
what was also quite intense for us, and it's still happening till this day. Um, Grant's like colleagues in our families that side didn't believe I was gonna be a bodybuilder. And when they heard the other day I got my pro card, they were like, she actually did it. Holy
yeah,
crap. So like that's also like a bit of a okay, I got my shit together type of mode.
yeah.
It's very
Okay,
rewarding.
yeah. And in those 8 months, did you fall off the wagon at all?
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. I had so many day ones, and that I'm so grateful I had that because I was learning, and it
Yes,
wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty, but like I said, I'm very happy that I went through it.
yes. No, 100%. I was mostly asking that for the audience to understand that
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it does take
No, no,
time,
absolutely.
and they
But
shouldn't be
the
ashamed of
main
falling off the wagon. You know?
Yeah, you mustn't be ashamed of it. Like I think even now, and I'm very happy to admit it, even now I'm struggling post show a little bit because of the discipline and everything that I had. I'm also struggling to find my feet. Even as a pro,
Yeah,
I'm struggling to find my feet, but I can fall off the bandwagon, but it's how many times how quickly I can get back on that bandwagon. It's not about falling off, it's about getting back on it. That's the most important part.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about now. You just brought it up now. So let's talk about it post show. How do you generally feel, or how do you adjust back into getting back into like your off season plan or your rebound plan or anything without just being like, okay, I'm gonna sneak something in here or there, or just fall
I
off the wagon
struggle, hey?
completely?
No,
Really?
I struggle. I struggle. My appetite, so like the post show, I was very good. What happened was when I'm very grateful for having the shows back to back that I did in my first year. That helped me quite a bit because there was no time to really rebound or anything. So that kind of taught me to really like, cool, ease yourself into it. Don't put everything in your mouth that's in sight. Yeah, so it has helped me with that. But because it was festive season and stuff and being with family, I did go a little bit overboard, but not to a point where I overspilled or picked up 10
Yeah,
kgs. Like I'm literally like I think five kgs, 5 to 6 kgs above stage weight, and I'm happy with that. It's a healthy
yeah,
weight. For me, post show is about being healthy mentally because that's where I have the most internal battles, mainly my head. It's not about the food, it's mainly seeing the lines disappear. Fuck, okay. It's
yes,
okay. Like that's the hardest part for me. And maybe for me I also didn't train because I got a little bit sick. I think a lot of bodybuilders got sick as well because there was a bit of runny tummy running around post show because people were getting even sick at the show, which is quite sad.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's mainly for me. Post show is the mind. Food is okay. I do have a few scratches I need to itch. You know, I said that so wrong. Scratches I need to itch, need to
Itches
scratch.
that needs to
Oh
scratch.
goodness, you you catch my drift.
Yeah,
Yeah, like I'm very happy with like just having. But what I've noticed, sorry to say this, my taste buds change a lot post show. Like the
mm,
things that I crave become very different and it becomes closer to my food. I just wanted chicken, I wanted banana, rice, and honey post show and Rice
yeah,
Krispies. That's all I freaking wanted. And I was very happy. So
yeah.
yeah, it's just mainly the mindset, because now I'm seeing lines disappear and I'm getting a bit fuller. I'm happy to have a bum again because I'm not sitting on my bloody spine anymore. That's amazing, but it's just not seeing the lines. That's the only thing, not seeing the lines.
Yeah, it's quite nice that you said that you've got a few itches to scratch and you're not rushing. You know, it's not like a thing of like, okay, show's over now. Now everything I've been craving for, I'm going to eat it all
Yeah,
between
I
the
need to
Sunday
eat
and the
now. Yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, no, no.
You know,
You'll get sick.
it's good that
I don't like that feeling. Yeah. Mm-mm.
I know two people that have hospitalized themselves post show, like just from binge eating.
Yeah, from binge eating. It's not pretty. But one thing that I can say for those people that are gonna do their show, whatever, you do need to experience that. after your first show and you have everything in sight, you need to experience it to not want to be there. To not want to be there. Yes, it feels like shit if you vomit, cool, but you don't want to be there again. Like, I think
Oh
everyone,
yes.
even pros, like, even vitamin, oh goodness, even since like, people felt that, and that's what makes you a
Yeah.
bodybuilder, because it does get better eventually.
Yes.
It does
Yeah.
keep on getting better, but you need to experience that to not want to be there ever again. So I know.
Yeah.
I have experienced it, but it wasn't on the part of like eating or picking up 10 kgs of water weight or anything. It was just eating
Yeah.
so much sweets that I was like, whew, what the hell is going on here? Okay, I never want
Yeah.
to do that again. So yeah.
Yeah. I think we've all experienced that once because I remember after the same novice show I told you about, I went to town
Yeah.
afterwards, spent the whole Sunday and Monday sick, and I was like, no, not
Yeah.
for me.
Not for
Yeah.
you, yeah.
And do you not also find that after each show that the things that you want get smaller and smaller? So, say for example, your first show you'd want like a pizza, a burger, and an ice cream. Then the second show you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I just want the burger, the ice cream, and then like the third
Burger.
show you're like,
Yeah,
I
yes,
just want the
yes.
ice cream. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, exactly that.
yeah,
That's what happened to me. I was obsessed with fantasticals. Like, I would go through a whole
yeah,
freaking tub of that shit. And then as the shows went by, it's like Rice Krispies. That's literally what I
yeah,
have in my diet. Like, or
yeah,
even like, I think the big thing for me was having protein and oats. Like
yeah,
that, I wanted that so badly because I didn't have that on my diet. I wanted that. So yeah, it does become less and less and less, which is good. It means you're
yeah.
bodybuilding. Yeah.
Yes, 100%. Um, I remember the one show. My coach asked me, "What am I?" By the way, the coach I used to work with and your coach know each other. I
Ooh.
think your coach might have mentored under Andrew. His name is Andrew Hudson, and
Hmm.
ask him about it, and also send Stefan my regards as well, please.
I will, I
Um,
will.
I remember the one show. He's like, "What are you gonna have afterwards?" I'm like, "Man, I just want to go back and just have a bowl of cereal with moss and whey because that was one of my meals in
Yes,
my
yes, yes,
diet."
yes.
Yeah, and he's like, "Okay, just be careful about the dairy, though." I'm like, "But it's been there the whole time." And he's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "I'm the one with the diet brain."
For the timing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then outside of bodybuilding, do you have any other interests or hobbies?
Ooh. This is actually what I've been struggling with because of getting back into routine. So I'm quite an active individual. I do pole dancing in my free time. I do
Yeah,
Pilates in my free time. I'm always catching on nonsense in my body. Like, I want to see how I can always push myself. So doing pole dancing keeps me very close to gymnastics, which also helps me a lot with my flow as well and dancing as well. So I have a lot of that as well. And I'm a beach person, so I'm always at the beach. I do live in Cape Town, but I'm actually from Langebaan. I'm myself and Grant live there actually. So yeah, I'm always by the beach. And I'm always spending
okay.
time with Grant. That's like my person, so I'm always with him.
So do these things fall away when you're busy prepping, or do you still try and keep them in
They
as
unfortunately
close to the
have
show as possible?
to. No, they unfortunately have to. What happens? I had to stop pole dancing 14 weeks out because of what happens. The poles and stuff do bruise the muscle, and they
Yeah,
eventually, because you have minimal fat, you can actually really tear and hurt yourself.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
stopped pole dancing. So I'm getting back into that now, just by having a little bit of fat on my body or just having a little bit more and moving my body again more. Like, I wanted to, this is actually quite interesting, I wanted to do fitness, the division fitness, because I can do all of those things. But what happens is, what people don't realize, because you're so shredded, you can only move your body a
Yeah,
certain amount of times. And if you move incorrectly, and yeah, if you have that pop, it's over. So I
yeah,
wanted to do fitness really badly. Like, I wanted to move my body, but it was just not a good call at the moment. Yeah.
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 No, that's clever move. Okay, and also the beach stuff you stop as well, or do you still go
Yeah.
going to the
Say
beach?
again? No, no, no. That
Do you still?
that always go. Always go.
Okay,
Always. Yeah.
okay,
That
all right.
that's that that's my
And
piece. That's the one way connecting with nature helps me relax, helps me wind down, and just seeing the sunset, hearing the beach, amazing. It's chef's kiss.
I studied in Cape Town, and
Eee, where
when
did you study? Where
CPUT,
did you
I did marine
study?
engineering.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Granger Bay campus. Yeah.
oh, okay. In town that side.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
So obviously, being a Durbanite, when we see the beach, we just run straight into the water. We don't care. That's just us. All right.
You're
Not knowing
humble
that
here.
exactly.
It's freezing.
I was at Camps Bay Beach. I just remember shirt off, and the boys and I just ran into the water. But like as we started running and we started feeling the bones in our feet icing, and then we just that was like, nope, tiptoe
Yep.
back out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, no, I get that. But like even me in Langebaan as well, freezing cold, but I do frequent ice baths, so
Yeah.
it's like warm for me. It's very nice. Yeah.
Okay. With the ice spots, is that something your coach has in your protocols, or is it just personal choice?
It's personal choice. Sometimes we do disagree with each other because what ice baths does, it actually does stop inflammation from doing what it needs to do. And I don't. Some people don't realize that. And yes, it does turn fat into brown fat, which is nice. But I used ice bathing for my mental capacity. What happens is I put myself in such a I think the lowest I've gone was 0 degrees for 10 minutes and put myself under such a stressful position for my body that when I'm in a normal day, I can handle that hunger feeling, all of that stuff, and that voice, I'm able to handle it. So my coach allows me to do that. I don't do it often, only when I'm like, cool, I'm about to spiral. Can I please go and have an ice bath? And he's like, sure. But I always communicate with my coach. Like, that's one thing that I know Steph can commend me on, and he will always tell everyone I'm honest with my coach.
Yeah.
I tell him everything I do, right down till I woke up this morning. Like, I even have a little bit of a thing that I send him weekly. I did my check-in. This is how I slept. I did this. I did that. I'm very honest with him. I tell him, cool, I'm having cravings. Help me here. What do I need to do? And I'm very communicative to him. So yeah. Or if I'm about feel like I'm about to cheat, I'll just talk to him,
That's
which I
great.
don't
Hey,
do,
like,
but that's very funny. But like, yeah, he's very shocked that I'm very honest, that I'll always tell him straightforward. But I know, being a personal trainer and a coach myself, if I don't know what's going on and my client's not going to tell me what the hell's going on, I'm not going to be able to help them get out of whatever situation they are in. So I always tell him everything.
okay. Grant also competes, eh?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Can you talk to us about the dynamics that go on in the house now when the both of you are prepping? Is there murdering going on?
Actually, not. Maybe just a little, but not on in the aspects that people think. Like, we actually, when we did this prep together, I started obviously first, and then he joined me. And we learned that we really love each other. Like, yes, it's tough. It's a lot more intense than it is for than women than it is for guys. Like, guys are much more intense. Like, you guys feel your emotions. Like, there's a war going on inside there. Like, that is literally 300 vibes going on in a guy's head. So there was a lot of, I need to take a walk kind of vibe happening between the two of us. But what was nice is, because I was very jolly and stuff, it did help, because I understood what he was going through and he understood what I was going through. And what was nice is there was always meals being done. Like, one is operating, one, I
Yes.
need to prep my meal. It's done. We had that piece. We worked as a team. We were very disciplined and we had each other's back, which was really, really amazing. And I'm very grateful to have such a strong partner. And I'm also a strong partner, and we balanced each other out. So it's very nice. Like, for the two of us, it's a beautiful experience. And we get to be there for each other's darkest moments, and we make it brighter. So I'm very, very grateful. And it's just like the prep just made me fall more in love with my husband. So I'm very, very grateful.
Oh, that's great. And is he also using Steph as his coach?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It actually
All right.
works. Like, if
Yes.
we're about to have a bit of a quarrel, send Steph a message, be like, I think you need to give this guy a bit more food, or I think you need to give her a bit more food. So we had
Yeah.
each other's backs like that.
Okay, that's great. Did he get into the competing because of you, or was he competing before you got into it? Or did you guys
I
just
actually
decide
met
together we're going to do it?
uh actually, we were speaking about this the other day. I actually did convince Grant, but Grant, when I met Grant, Grant was super shredded. I was like, "Shoo, this man, okay, he must be a bodybuilder or something." And he's like, "No, I just like looking shredded." And I obviously brought him to the side of bodybuilding, and he thrived in it, which is very nice to see. So yeah, I convinced my husband to bodybuild, so it was quite cool.
Okay, nice. Is he looking to do shows this year?
We're waiting. We did speak about this today. It all depends on how business goes, because obviously for him, he owns his own company. So when he preps and stuff, they do take a bit of slack.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
think he'll definitely compete a bit again this year. I do think he will compete. He likes it, he loves it. But I
Okay.
will definitely be watching from the sides and helping him. But I'm not competing. Definitely not.
Okay, great. And was men's physique something he wanted to always go into, or did he have aspirations of other
Yeah,
divisions?
yeah, yeah. No, he when he saw bodybuilding and everything, he just fell in love with Ryan J. Terry, which is really amazing. And he's like, cool, I want to do physique. Yeah,
Yeah.
very nice
Okay.
to see. Like, I think his journey is always nice to watch for me because, and he knows I make fun of him for this. He was very blocky in the beginning, and he just turned into a swan. Like his posing just like really changed. And I mean, last year he did classic as well, which was I think he needs to
Oh
be in
wow,
classic
I
because
didn't
he
know
has
that.
freaking legs. He has
Yeah.
legs for days. Like he's hiding it in the physique shorts, like he really is. But he really did well. I think he won. He definitely won masters in classic. He really, really has legs. Like brilliant.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
phenomenal. Grant,
yeah.
stop playing. Take those shorts off.
He really needs to, like, he's missing out. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
his legs are brilliant.
Oh, all right. I should get him on here sometime if he'd be up to it.
Yes, please. No, he will. No, he will
Okay.
love it. He definitely will. Yeah,
Okay.
he's the best person to
All right.
interview.
Awesome. All right. I saw he's got his own podcast going now.
Yes, yes.
All
Muscles
right.
and
What
money. It's
inspired
quite
that?
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always been. He's also like we're both trying to find our feet on social media, and I think that was one of the directions that he wanted to go.
Yeah.
Because he knows a lot of people. He networks. I mean, he's in the he owns his own business, and he helps people build their own businesses and become successful and all of that. I mean, I'm also a bit of proof of that. And he knows how to work well with money, and he has muscles. So why not mesh the two
Why
together?
not?
Why not?
100%. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, we'll just finish off with some couple of rapid fire questions and then I'll let you go.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Beef or chicken?
Chicken.
Okay. Movies or dinner? If you had to pick one for you and Grant.
Oh, for me and Grant.
Yeah.
It would be dinner because I get to talk to him. Movies, we won't be able to talk.
Oh, okay. All right. Favorite movie of all time?
Ooh, that's a rough one. That is a rough one. Mm. I love any movie with Tom Hardy in it, but I do love anime. So
What?
my very first
What?
movie, I think let's go with Spirited Away. That's enough. Spirited Away, favorite
Wow.
movie.
High five. High five. Okay. Favorite song of all time?
Oh, so a song that I listen to on repeat. Oh, New Magic One by Tyler, the Creator.
Okay. Um, what music do you listen to when you train?
This is actually quite funny. Don't judge. So I listen to um, techno tracks. I listen to high-low. There's a specific playlist I listen to. It's Tomorrowland 2023 by Oliver Heldens. It's quite
Okay.
intense.
All right. And is your cardio music and your weight training music the same music, or do you have different music for each thing?
Sometimes I don't even listen to cardio music at all. I just walk. That's my time to switch off. I know it's very hard for people to do that. Like sometimes I won't even have
Yeah.
headphones in, and I'll just be like, "Cool, let me try and tame the beast and get to know
Okay.
myself while I'm on this cardio session." So it's very different music, not even music at all.
Wow. So not even like
But
watch a series or anything.
Mm-mm,
Nothing. For me,
nothing. It's for you,
for
yes,
me,
for you.
what bothers me the most is the noise that goes on around me. It's not so much what I'm doing, but if I'm
Yeah.
walking there and the TV's going there, the music's going there, this
Yeah, yeah, and
guy's
then people's having a conversation. Yeah, yeah.
deadlifting 20 plates, and this guy is screaming for curling 5 kilos. It's too much going on.
Yeah, like because of the where I work as well, people just come and talk to me, so I always get interrupted, which is not a
Yeah.
problem. I don't have a problem with it, so it helps me network with people, which is very nice. And yeah, that's when I put my headphones on. This is quite funny. When I'm shredded, everyone leaves me alone. When I'm not, everyone comes and talks to me.
All right.
It's so horrible.
Well, Ash, thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you giving me the time.
No, thank you for having me. I'm very thankful that I got to do this. And sorry that I was quiet. It's just life is always
No, it's
busy,
okay.
but yeah, I'm very grateful
Yeah.
to have been here. And thank you for asking such lovely questions.
Okay. No, it's not a problem. Thank you so much, eh?
Thank you.